Steel, steamboats, chemicals, electricity, and the telegraph were some of the most profound inventions and developments of the Industrial Revolution in both Europe and America. They changed the world economically by furthering world trade and increasing self-sufficiency in European countries. It also caused social change by expanding urbanization and contributing to the Victorian Era.
Because of steel's malleability and strength, it was often used in ships, railroads, and automobiles. The increased efficiency in transportation allowed people to travel and carry goods at a faster pace, contributed to a rapidly growing economy, and created self-sufficient countries. Steel was also used in the production of new machinery and in the construction of buildings that contributed to urbanization. The creation of cities brought together large amounts of the population into a condensed area, which led to the Victorian Era.
In addition to the influence of steel on the Industrial Revolution, the steamboat changed the world economically and socially by significantly increasing world trade and amplifying the amount of money traveling globally. Prior to the introduction of the steamboats, the world had been using wind-powered ships. Because of the dependency on the wind, they were not as effective. James Watt's invention of the steam engine in 1769 provided inventors with the technology to propel boats more efficiently. In 1807, Robert Fulton built the first successful steamboat, the Clermont. However, the first steamboats required much more coal than it could carry. In 1839, two steamboats, the Great Western and the Sirius, were able to cross the Atlantic without renewing their coal supply. This breakthrough brought a wave of trade throughout the world, for it enabled people to travel without depending on unreliable winds and current.
The development of the chemical industry in the Industrial Revolution affected the economy through the creation of fertilizers and the use of dynamite to make space for mines, canals, and railroads. The advancements of the first drugs, photographic chemicals, and the manufacturing of dyes for textiles also revolutionized society in both America and Europe. The discovery of nitroglycerin and the creation of dynamite by Alfred Nobel in 1866 allowed for more efficient mining, construction of railroads and canals, and accurate weapons. One key canal was the Suez Canal, connecting the Mediterranean and the Red Sea, allowing for more efficient means of transportation by water. Also, the creation of many railroads by use of dynamite furthered economical transit and therefore increased trade. Synthetic fertilizers helped the agricultural revolution and boosted food production, leading to a population boost. This also affected Europe and America socially. In addition, the creation of the first pills increased general health of the population and decreased the death rate. Phenacetin, a fever reducer, sulfonol, Trinol, lochlothiorine, cellophane, and aspirin were all developed during this time period. Stomatose, food for the sick or infants, was another key advancement and also ensured higher survival rates for the young. Photographic chemicals like ethanol and acetone sulfite revolutionized photographic printing forever. In 1856, William Perkin attempted to create quinine, a cure for malaria out of coal tar, a byproduct of burning coal. Instead, he found the first synthetic dye, aniline purple. This caused many German chemists to search for more man-made dyes to use for textiles. Bleach, soda, and sulfuric acid were some of the other chemicals manufactured widely in the early 19th century.
While chemicals had a profound impact on society, another one of the most enduring and influential results of the Industrial Revolution was the discovery of electricity. Socially, it made everyday tasks easier, put less of a strain on the natural resources, and sped up society. This caused more economical solutions to emerge that allowed for more urbanization. With the use of electricity came new innovations that changed the world. Incandescent light and the electric light bulb, largely developed by Thomas Edison, started to replace the gas lights that were previously dominant in homes with a more economic option. Electric appliances started to come into play, reducing the work put on women in the family. With less housework, women had more time to think about other things, causing ideas of social change to start arising. In other aspects, such as transportation and manufacturing, electricity greatly reduced pollution. Electricity also influenced communication in the invention of the telegraph. The telegraph, another major invention of the Industrial Revolution, made communication more effectual by augmenting the pace of social life and boosting the economy through acceleration of business transactions. The original telegraphs used a series of electrical pulses to stand for different letters, a system called Morse code. Developed by Samuel Morse in 1837, the telegraph quickly spread. By 1851, the Western Union began business, and in 1861 created its own telegraph line across the continent. Although slow compared to today's standards, this was a huge jump in productivity when the previous forms of communication were limited by the speed of human travel. News traveled much more rapidly than before, and the spread of information not only affected social life, but the economy as well. Executive decisions and correspondence no longer had to wait for personal meetings, but could be sent and received at an extremely accelerated pace. This increasing efficiency in managerial choices and communications allowed for advancement in business.
Through the advances of the Industrial Revolution, European countries became self-sustaining and also increased world trade. Augmented urbanization and the Victorian Era are also direct results of this time period. The Industrial Revolution was extremely influential to society and the economy then, and the results continue to affect the world today.